When it comes to Extinction, rat holes are hidden everywhere, so we proudly present top 3 all-time best rat holes with full base designs on Extinction. This video is sponsored by My Servers Deluxe. Deluxe is a 3x server with 5x matching and 3x experience. Deluxe has 6-man tribes, ORP, new player protection, raid warning, and so much more. Here at Deluxe, we ensure that you have an amazing experience with lag-free servers. Servers are now live, link in the description. Coming at number 3, this can be found at 50.9 latitude and 47.2 longitude. And here it is on the map. Now this can be found almost dead middle of the map, right here. Now once you come over here, look for these roots. The roots that are basically going into the man-made structure. Now over here is the rat hole. Now it's pretty invisible from the the starting area down here, so on the bottom. But as you go up, you can slowly see more and more of it. And what I mean by this is if you come over here, as you can see, it doesn't look like much, but if you look up, it opens up into a rat hole. Now this rat hole is actually pretty big and has a lot of little hidden areas in it. So it is a pretty good rat hole to build in, I would say. So as you can see, it goes down and then it also goes up. So let's show you guys what's on top first and then we'll go down to the bottom. So up here is a nice little flat surface, not the biggest but not the smallest. So it's gonna most likely be where we put our main base. It's gonna be up here. Anyways, let's go down here now. So coming down here, it is very, very far. So you have a lot of room to work with. So you can put multiple layers if you'd like. Then over here we have another platform. Not sure what I'm going to do with that platform yet. And then we have another one down there in the corner. And then a nice little hidden area over on this corner. It also goes back in here, so I'll have to figure out what to do with that spot too. Anyways, coming over here, here's a little platform and then I try to go in there but can't get in there. That goes into the same area right here. And then over here is our main area. It's not the biggest, but I'm sure we can figure out how to work with this. And along as build things just in different rooms. So let's see what we can do. Now here is the full base design. As you can see on the outside, I decided to do 2 turret towers. Having 2 2x2s out here really makes it a little bit scary for people that are looking to raid the spot, because a lot of people already know about this spot, so might as well put some defenses on the outside. Now I have a force field right here, which can actually cover the entire thing from right there, but it's meant to just cover the entrance when you're online, but when you're offline, keep it all the way down or just keep it turned off. Coming up here, as you can see, starts off with a nice little hatch frame. The hatch frame gets in the way, so it stops people from being able to PT run up here. I mean, they're gonna get killed instantly anyways. All this mess is actually to stop people from throwing out dinos. So people can throw out, I believe, a turtle, but that's it. So they can't throw out rock bombs, stegos, anything. Nothing works, which is awesome. And I did test this, by the way. Anyways, we have a good amount of turrets on the wall. It is about 70 turrets on here, and then we have vaults that are basically stopping people from getting into the bottom. Now up here, as you can see, we decided to put our main base up here. There's one heavy that's really defending it because of the 100 turret limit. I had to work with it a little bit. But anyways, over here is our main area. We have deady storages, vaults, refrigerators, cryopods, another tech force field, a tech transmitter, some beds, and then we have a tech jenny back in here. Upstairs, we have some mannequins, and then we have little personal areas. We have 6 personal areas with 6 vaults, 6 refrigerators, and then 6 cryo fridges. It's nice to have a nice little personal stuff for people because people in a tribe really do enjoy having that. Anyways, let's go back down here. So going back down here, as you can see, the entrance is actually a little bit elevated to basically stop people from being able to get into the entrance. So you're gonna have to grapple up every time that you go in here, which sucks, but it's a pretty big benefit for base defense. Now once you come in here, I was unable to put any ladders, so you're gonna have to use a grapple and get up and down from there. There's a vault and then a refrigerator, basically for raid defense stuff. And then in here we have our grill, our cooker, a few extra vaults, just for random miscellaneous items, and then we have a ladder going all the way down here. Over here we have our egg incubator area, some refrigerators, and a feeding trough. And then we even have a heavy that's defending it. Over here we have a tech transmitter and then our tech teleporter. So some servers this will work on, but the tech teleporter is really going through the mesh there a little bit, so it's a little bit tricky, but it still works. Over here we have some more vaults, and then I decided to actually build this area very elevated and high up. And it's just another little personal room. I put some mannequins in it because, you know, it's just extra stuff, but you can use that room for whatever that you'd like. Now coming back over here, here's our main area. This was a bit tricky to get, but I had to build a nice little zigzag kind of stairway to get down here and into the bottom. Now this has our entire crafting station with one replicator, some indie forges, fabricators, chem benches, smithies, even a indie grinder, and then a nice little vault area. Now yes, you're going to need some more vaults, but we have a lot more vaults that are just scattered all over the place, and this is still a pretty decent amount of vaults over here. And then back here we have our tech genny and then some more refrigerators. But that's it for this design. Let's move on to number 2. Coming at number 2, this can be found at 62.1 latitude and 47.3 longitude. And then here it is on the map. Now this one is pretty much the most common rat hole on this map, and everybody knows about it even since day 1, because this rat hole was pretty insane whenever it first was out. This was like the best area of like on the whole game. I mean, it was just like insane. But now that we have found some other rat holes, it's not so much anymore. Anyways, as you can see with this entrance, it's a nice little zigzag kind of entrance and very tiny, meaning you cannot walk any kind of dinos in here. Literally nothing. Maybe a raptor, but that's it. Anyways, it opens up into this huge spot. Now yes, it's not the flattest, so of course you're going to have to be building kind of on a few different layers in here, maybe on some cliff platforms. But there is a ton of room and tons of area to just build. The only downside is the mesh area is kind of right next to us, meaning people can easily mesh in here. So that is a big downside of this spot, but other than that, it makes for a really good spot. So anyways, here is the full base design. As you can see on the outside, I just decided to not really mess with it, because I just wanted to keep most of the stuff on the inside, but if you want to put stuff on the outside, highly recommend it. It really helps for base defense and keeps people away even longer. We have 3 turrets that are just sitting in here. This is really just to stop any wandering players from getting in. That's not meant to stop, you know, people from raiding you. Then in here we have a nice kind of like L-shaped turret wall, and we have a bunch of bear traps. And these railings stop people from jumping over, as you can see like I just did there. And then these hatch frames up top will stop people from being able to throw out stegos and stuff. Yes, it does work sometimes with this one, but I wanted to just make sure that it's still kind of a struggle. Anyways, over here on the inside we have a grill, cooker, a refrigerator there, 3 preserving bins, an entire vault wall area for all of our vaults, and you can actually either double stack this or put some more vaults somewhere else, more refrigerators, 2 indie grinders, a transmitter, 2 reps, I believe 8 indie forges, and then a bunch of fabricators, chem benches, and smithies, and there is a ton of them. Anyways, over here we have our Deddy storage wall, and we actually have 2. 1 just wasn't enough. Anyways, over here, this is our nice little kind of personal log out area for your tribe. And then down here, it leads you underneath. So this whole thing's being held up with cliff platforms, as you can see here. This is the main dino area. So if you want to breed a lot of dinos, this place is perfect for you because you have tons of room. Now, I didn't really have room for a tech teleporter, so I kind of just put it here. But if you can make room for it, makes for a really nice dino spot area down here. Then down here we have some egg incubators and then some cryo fridges, a feeding trough, and then our main generator room in the back. Now it's really up to you what you want to do with this spot, but it makes for an amazing spot. Coming at number 1, this can be found at 61.5 latitude and 47.7 longitude, and here it is on the map. Now this one can be found actually really close to the other rat hole. It is actually, believe it or not, it is literally under it. So it's going to interfere with that if there's another tribe in the other one, so I highly recommend checking the other one first. But if you want to build in the second one, you also have to deal with turret limit. So, because turret limits kind of interact with each other here. But anyways, over here, as you can see, this entrance is not big enough to fit a player, sadly, so you will need a Pelagornis. So if your server allows it, use a Pelagornis and then get in here. Now, of course, if it doesn't allow it, don't do that, because you will get banned on a lot of servers for this. But however, this Pelagornis rat hole is actually very easy to get in and out of. And anyways, in here we have our first little kind of room. There's not much in here, but it's kind of the entrance that's leading into the big area. Down here we have a nice little crouch area right here, basically stopping any people from getting dinos through here, and then it opens up into this massive rat hole. There's tons of room, multiple layers, so it's going to be a little tricky to build this, but I'm sure we can figure out something. So let's get on to the full base design. Now here is the full base design. As you can see right here, I decided to kind of do some double doors to basically stop any dinos from being able to walk farther back there. We have a few turrets in here just to kind of stop players. Now people who don't know about this rat hole are going to kind of get tricked there with that trapdoor and be like, what? But anyways, coming through here we have some ramps that lead you up into here, which this is our main turret wall. Turret wall is not the biggest, but to be fair, if somebody's already in here and they're soaking your turret wall, you're pretty much already raided. So anyways, we have a nice good sized turret wall, and it is double layered with some doors, and then up here we have a ramp. This ramp leads us all the way up into here, which is our main area. We have some grinders, a full crafting station, and this crafting station I built a little bit differently. So we have some refrigerators in the floor along with some deady storages, a vault in the corner, 2 replicators, a bunch of indies, a bunch of fabricators and chem benches that are on the side instead of underneath like I usually do, a whole deady wall. Back here we even have a generator and then 2 fridges. We have a bed right here, a transmitter. We have a tech teleporter. There's some heavies that are kind of making sure people don't get up to that thing. We got some beehives, and then we have some smithies and vaults right there. Up here we have our cooker, we have our grill, another fridge, and then a giant double-sided vault wall. Kind of vault wall-ish thing, just vaults. Anyways, back here we have our personal room with some vaults, some beds, some refrigerators again, and then back here we have some more refrigerators, and then our egg incubators and our mannequins. Also back here is our main kind of dino area where you can put some dino storage or just raise some dinos. It's really up to you, but I know that you guys really wanted that in the last video. But anyways, that's it for today's video. We hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you're new and hit that subscribe button, and peace out.